Alright guys, d0ntblink97 here, back with some more World of Tanks action today in the T-110E5. We're going to hop into the game on Arctic region. Now the T-110E5 is one of my most adored tier 10 heavies because it can play many roles in the battle. Has an excellent gun with excellent accuracy, decent aim time, very good penetration, and if you need to, the premium rounds have over 300 millimeters of penetration. So you can definitely damage pretty much whatever you shoot at. Now in this game on Arctic region, I really didn't expect it to go the way it went. I was pretty sure we had a win secured, but later in the game things sort of fall out of place. Not with me, luckily. But yeah, we ended up almost making the wrong decision not to go back and defend the base, but if I would have gone back to defend a base, I would have had to deal with 3 other problems, and I think you can guess what those 3 other problems are. They're the little boxes on the enemy team, so I had to make some quick decisions, but that's later on, and hopefully I didn't spoil too much for you guys. But yeah, this is sort of just a normal start on Arctic region, going over to the corner here where, because I saw there were 3 artillery, I realized I can't be out in the open. I need to get some sort of big cover between me and the artillery, as they do have arties like the Churchill gun carrier, which has an amazing shell arc and can easily loop over small hills and even medium-sized hills. So initially I'm pushing up right with this 263 to get right into position and have this hill in between me and the artillery. And here you see me looking for artillery because I got tracked, but I guess they were focused elsewhere. Now, once again, I'm making a strong push over here. I see the Type 61 and the T-54, and I know me and this 263 can easily overmatch these guys, so I'm pushing up with him. Now, the T-110E5 has that cupola weak spot, but besides that, the turret is exceptionally strong and exceptionally well angled, and we got our first damaging hit on the T-54, hitting his upper plate there when it was flat. Now we're moving up on the Type 61. These guys are really realizing right now that they really can't do much, and also they're not coordinating their fire very well. Hit the Type 61's very weak turret, even at a weird angle like that, we were able to hit it. We spot an enemy T-110E5, wiggling our turret, trying to make him miss, but he still manages to cap our cupola and kill our commander. Unfortunately, that cost us our medkit. I tried to shoot him in the cheek there because I thought he was going to turn his turret more, but he didn't, so it was very well angled and I bounced. And now I need to push the envelope a little bit because the 263 has terrible gun depression and I don't, so I'm here trying to push up a little bit, making these guys use their shots on me so that our 263 can get some firing in here. See me wiggling my turret again, hoping that they miss, and they do, so we shoot the Type 61 right in his very weak turret. The E5's coming up a little bit too aggressively right now. We bounce off him, and then we sort of tunnel visioned it and didn't realize we had our hull that much out, and that's when, we all make those little mistakes, but we pop him in his cupola, wiggle our turret, he misses ours as we back up. And this is where the E75 comes into play, and this is where he played too aggressively. He didn't realize there would be another tank there. He pushed out too far, slows his bottom plate to both me and the E75, and it was game over for him pretty much. Lost all of his health and hurt his ammo rack. Now we see a sneaky Leopard prototype. We're just looking for a shot on him because we know the guys below us are dead. And we think we have one, and it wafts into the rock, which, it's pretty unfortunate. But right now I realize those 2 are going to go forward, and then that Leopard was suspiciously turning around. So I thought maybe he was going to try to run through middle, maybe try to get away, or that he was going to try and flank us. So immediately I turn around and go looking for him. And that's when we spot him immediately trying to get behind us. He thinks he's so sneaky, but he's really not. Now we miss our first initial shot. He's trying to get around us. He nearly succeeds, but I didn't go into that dip, because if I would have gone into that dip, it would have been very easy for him to circle me. Now he misses his first shot, which is kind of bad. And with the gun he's using, he actually has less rate of fire than us with that 105. Already helps me out tracking him. I put another one into him. He misses his second shot, and we ram him because he weighs not more than a paperclip. So in that engagement with that Leopard prototype, a very dangerous and fast tier 9 medium, we lost no health and were able to take him out from full health with some assistance from our artillery. And now it's at this moment where I'm thinking in the game, what should I do? I see the base is looking a little weak right now. Should I go back and defend, or should I push the flank to the right with those two guys who look like they're doing pretty well? And I sit here thinking for a little bit, and that's when I think, you know what, let's just push through middle, let's go help these guys. And this was kind of the turning point in the game, because, it's pretty even. I think I didn't go back to the base, because I saw we had 2 tanks over there, and we had 3 artillery. So I thought, there's no way they're going to get overran, because 2 of the tanks that are left are over here, and then their artillery's over here. So if anybody tries to push those guys, it's really just a 2v5. So I thought, let's push the base, let's get the arty out of the game, and let's start making some progress here. Now, up until this point, we've had a pretty average game in the E5, probably racked up, 3,000 damage. If I were to die now, it'd be an average game in an E5. Nothing great, but 3k average is around what I do on average. Now, it's this moment when the Bat Chat takes out our TD, which is right here is when I should have noticed that maybe I should have gone back. Because now with that Bat Chat roaming around, he is so fast, so mobile, has such a high clip potential. He could easily kill a lot of our players in base, but I spot an enemy T-110E5 who I realize is going to yellow down with Tiger 2. He yellows down, put one into his side, turn my hull towards him, and in these situations where it's 1v1 like this and the enemy is trying to stay in cover, trying to back up, you have to push them. You cannot let them dictate the pace of combat and have a strategically better position because he can hide his lower plate. So what do? I keep pushing him, I apply pressure, and he panics. He rushes forward, which is the exact thing he shouldn't do, and then I sort of get my tracks on him, try to stop him from coming around me. I shoot him again, and it's at this point where he's just pretty screwed. Now we're just face to face. I'm wiggling my turret, I'm stopping, I'm going backwards and forwards. He tries to get on my flank, but I immediately put one into his side. So that was a very quick engagement with that E5, who was on full health when we engaged him. So that was a very lucky engagement. Once again, we lost no health to that full health tank. And then it's at this moment when I look at the map and I realize, oh crap, that Bat Chat that I thought was going to die earlier, yeah, he's in the base. He just wiped out the 2 other players that were there defending, and he's killing all of my artillery now. So now it's at this point when I realize I really can't go back because that Bat Chat will easily outmaneuver me. Oh wait, that's a T-54. Oops. The Bat Chat died elsewhere. But even with that, the T-54, same thing. He's very fast, very maneuverable, and he has a friend with him. So I immediately realized that I need to come back here and take out the artillery before they end up taking out me. The Conqueror, I get splashed by one of the artilleries, and then I get hit by the other one. Conqueror gun carriage initially splashed me, and then the M40 nearly puts one right into my side, but it hits, I want to say it hit my turret, which is a little bit more well armored than my side. And now I realize the turtle gun carriage is shot. There's no point going after him. I need to go after the artillery with more DPM, and then that's when we spot the other GWE-100, which I totally forgot was there. Now, because we used our medkit earlier on our commander, we have a dead gunner. And we're against 3 artillery right now, all at very close range for arty. The M40 fails to turn around quickly, which I don't know why he was even facing that way. I get behind the rock to stay safe from the Conqueror gun carriage, because I don't know if he's reloaded yet. So then I come up here, and then I'm going to try to lead the GW100. I'm trying to lead him, and then I just stop. I just stop right here, and yep, he takes the bait. He tries to follow the lead, and he fails. So now we only have 1 artillery to deal with. That is the Conqueror gun carriage, which is a very dangerous artillery with a very big gun and a lot of splash. I know he's in the back, so I try and spot him, and he's just off to the right. And we both miss each other, but obviously my reload is way better than his. And I take my time with my dead gunner, aim it in, and put it into his superstructure. And it's at this point when, the game's pretty much over. Whatever TD that is, it's capping because it realized, maybe I shouldn't go back and risk it. Put 1 into the T-54, and then the game ends as he misses his final heat round. And unfortunately, guys, the recording corrupted right after that, and the video got really laggy, so I have this screenshot of the end results. We picked up 6,500 damage with about 1,500 spotting, the mastery badge, the high caliber, the fire for effect, duelist fighter, bruiser, and the Pascucci's medal. That was undoubtedly a great game for us, but we just couldn't clutch it. Alright guys, thank you for watching the video, and hopefully you guys have a nice day, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.